You gotta practice. Oh, let's put some bumper music in here. Oh, wait, but we don't like AI because it is annoying. And if you listen to enough AI songs, they all start to sound the same. No, no, no. Hi, I'm Steph from Get to the Roots Extras, also Get to the Roots on Radio St. Pete. And I have a TikTok, and on my TikTok, it's about art and drawing, and I'm not good at drawing. The one thing that I'm good at actually out there is writing, and you would think, "Oh, if I'm good at writing, I would have written this first and then read it all to you here." But writing does not bring me joy, but the reason that I got good at writing is because I did a lot of deliberate practice. And deliberate practice is it's like a systematic approach that means that you keep attempting very hard things and you aim for, according to Google AI, it's a systematic and purposeful approach to learning that aims for rapid continuous improvement in a specific skill or area of knowledge, characterized by 1, focused attention, 2, well-defined goals, and a constant performance assessment, which means, I was incredibly critical of my own writing, and that's how I did become a good writer. And I can say that without boastfulness. The only thing is, being a good writer didn't get me jobs in writing. I didn't have any connections. I didn't fit in with the community, and it didn't work for me. I do write still now. It brings me joy, but not like drawing brings me joy. So I started this art channel a while back on TikTok and YouTube, and I'm not good at art. I'm suck. Like, I draw, but it's bad. And I am working on getting better. And it's very hard to make a channel based on art when you're not good at art. Only the top 1% are going to get major views based on what they make. However, you can get views if you give people something else. And I've decided to give people encouragement. Encouragement to have that deliberate practice, which means practice the hard things and keep trying to excel at the hard things. Also, do little games with yourself and test yourself. I really like the idea of trying to draw something from memory and then like a quick sketch and seeing very quickly like how much that you missed when you try to sketch something that you saw and you're no longer looking at. It really gives you the importance of reference. Just like if you're a musician and the Get to the Roots Extras is more about creating things in the music world, you will get further if you keep repeating those hard riffs or those hard things. Like when I write lyrics with my songwriting buddy, we constantly go through things over and over again to figure out the best lyrics that not only make sense to the listener, but also because he is a amazing singer. We need to get something that sings right for him, which is something that you wouldn't even think of coming from the writing world. Like, I wrote a lot of poetry back in the day, and I never would have thought like, "Oh, does this song sing well?" But it's just a different approach. But when I wrote poetry, I always thought of my very good creative writing professor in college, and he would talk about avoiding cliches and picking the word that shows the feeling instead of relying on literary devices to show what happened, to make the person consuming your work feel something. And that is something very important. And that is the root of everything to create in the world. It's just when you create, you want your audience to feel something, that you want to make that connection. You want to give them that gift. So that's what I've been doing with my TikTok, just trying to make people feel a certain way when they look at my art, to give them a gift, mostly just encouragement right now, encouraging them to practice. I'm like, "Hey, we're all in this boat together." 99.9% of artists like really suck. And the only way we're going to get a molecule better, a molecule better, a teeny tiny bit better is to do deliberate practice. Another thing too is I've taken on other tasks that were too hard for me in the past. When I had several YouTube channels, I learned how to video edit, and I was so bad at Premiere Pro at first. It was insane, and I just practiced and practiced, and now I can make things with Premiere Pro that actually, are kind of pretty good. I did 2 videos for the Historic Kenwood Neighborhood Association. They're very artistic. They did very well. I cut the crap out of some very beautifully done long interviews and just got to the meat and potatoes, got to the roots, just got to the most important parts of what people are saying and showed everyone in the video. And then today, just now, we are celebrating. I did just finish a slideshow for Radio St. Pete. It's the last time I'm going to do that slideshow. It's like 43 minutes long. I don't even think honestly, I don't think that the slideshow playing in the studio right now is actually the one that I made in 2024. I'm pretty sure it's the one that I made in at the end of 2023. I think the last one I made, like, didn't even make it up there. I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. That from a technical standpoint, that slideshow was not hard to do, but the hardest part was cutting apart the old slideshow and making the format just better, something that suits people watching it better, taking out things that are blurry, taking out things that are too small, leaving a couple of things in that were kinda small just because they're important moments. It's getting a bunch of new photos, and since I'm not really in the Radio St. Pete fold anymore, I don't know that I ever was, honestly. I think I'm just, like, meant to get to the roots and do my best on that, and then this podcast and supplement up that. I think that's where all of my energy should go for the radio station to make the best radio show possible and this best accompanying podcast. Do my best at that and just let everyone else do everything else. It was hard to get photos at first, but luckily Diane from the Florida Folk Show is such a good photographer. Like, objectively, she is so good. She always gives enough headroom. She captures moments of people laughing and smiling. She really makes people shine in her photos, and she's great at overall composition. And she takes her photos in like the highest resolution possible. So most of the photos in the new slideshow are Diane photos. I love that. I love it so much. Well, and that's about it for today. I just want to encourage you out there, just like I've been doing on my TikTok, to practice and do that deliberate practice. Practice those hard things. If you're an artist and you are bad at drawing figures, I want you to work on figure drawing. I want you to flip it. I want you to work on shapes and proportions and lines. And I want you to keep working on that. If you're musical, please practice your instrument or your voice and practice those hard things and don't hurt yourself. If you're a writer, I want you to really look at your writing. I want you to hit play. I want you to play it out loud if you have Microsoft Word or another program that can do that, and have it read to you 3 and 4 and 5 times. And I want you to really sit with it. And I want you to make sure things don't sound too repetitive, that the logical sequence is there in your sentences, that you don't have too many run-ons, you don't have things too staccato and too short. If you're writing lyrics to a song, I want you to avoid cliches, and I also want you to make sure that things sing well. And remember, there is magic in rhyme. Children use rhyme as a form of magic. Apparently, I don't know. I saw that on TikTok. Yay, TikTok! Or as some people say, TT. And what else? What other art is there? I'm asking my cat. She's closing her eyes. She says there's no other art out there. None. Nah, it's not true. Whatever there is out there, I want you to practice, do your best, and think about. But if you can't do deliberate practice, like there's some days after work, I'm so exhausted. My body is broken. And I'm so tired. And I'm like, what is going on? Sometimes that happens. And well, when that happens, just picking up the digital pencil and drawing or doing anything at all is better than doing nothing, like this podcast right now. I'm really tired right now. I'm going through a big transition at work with some stuff, and I had the flu and life just happened, so I haven't been able to podcast lately. I am trying to get some more people on Get to the Roots Extras to interview them. I want to have a good conversation with Alexis from ABC's You, because it's been a while since we've done that, and just talk about music and get to the root of some things together with her. And yeah, big love to you out there wherever you are. Big love to Radio St. Pete for all of their wonderful things and their facets and everything they're doing to make the musical community stronger and to have more awesome people involved. That's another reason why it's really important for me to continue to step back and just to get to the roots. So it creates space for other people to step up and shine. And I'm very happy that I'm done with the slideshow. I might have to add something else to it, but like, oh my God, I'm so glad it's done. I hope that people like it. I hope that it feels good. And I hope that watches well. And I hope that I have enough representation of people in there. I feel like it's 43 minutes long. And I cut the old slideshow up, and I'm like, man, is that picture in there? That one picture? Are these people showing too much? Are these people showing not enough? I don't know. I just did my best. I tried to just put like every photo in there, every single one. Like, why not? Why not have every single photo in there? That'd be cool. And it was kinda hard. I did take out some of my original art that I put in the first couple slideshows because it no longer fits the Radio St. Pete branding, and that was hard to do. I was like, "Oh man, I remember I made that." Like, I spent all afternoon one day, like, drawing the Radio St. Pete logo a few times, definitely a few times, like, in different ways to use in the slideshow and use in a couple other things, and to get rid of it, it's like, "Oh man." But if it doesn't match, it doesn't match, so just take it out. Just like a bad song lyric, just take it out and just be like, "Hey, it's not really bad, but maybe it doesn't fit." Alright. Big love to you all. Practice your stuff. Let me know in the comments what you're working on. Tell me in the comments how terrible I am. And, check out my art channel. It's, Sparkle Weather on TikTok and YouTube, and I think Instagram, Sparkle Weather Stickies, because Sparkle Weather was already taken, probably by me. It's probably my own account that's somewhere else right now, but these things happen. Oh my god. Oh, and Facebook and Meta. Oh my god, they, like, hate me. That's a whole different story. But if you wanna stick around for just another minute, I made a joke on Facebook. I forgot Facebook, you can't make jokes. It wasn't even, like, a mean joke. Like, I see much meaner jokes in my email right now that I don't think are jokes, but apparently are jokes. But yeah, and now I'm just, like, fighting with Facebook to get my Facebook to be shown more, which that's fun. That's fine. It happens. I didn't I d yeah, I'm not, like, an innocent person, but I use the word drugs, meaning medication. The Facebook thought I meant, like, heroin, drugs, cocaine, booger sugar, and, crystal meth. No, I meant, like, medication because I had the flu, and I was tired and in pain, and my knees never hurt so bad in my life from the flu. And, so now I'm fighting with Facebook. Stupid. And I think everything is affected. I don't think anyone honestly, it's so funny out there, like, I'm like, "You guys gotta practice." And I will, and I'll keep practicing, and I'll keep posting this podcast forever, and I'll keep doing my radio show forever, and I'll keep writing songs with Jerome forever, and I'll keep drawing forever, but I don't think that I'm ever gonna get anywhere with it. I'm still gonna do it. That maybe something will pan out, and I'll get somewhere with something. But I look at my views, and I'm like, "There's no views. This is terrible." But then, and as soon as I think that, I'll have a video on YouTube that's 30 seconds long that gets 5,000 views. And I'll be like, "Oh my god, I've arrived, I've made it." So it's just, it's just that self-defeating stuff. There's so much content out there. We've talked about this before, but there's so much content uploaded every second of every day. It's so hard to get in there. And also, I really wanna give you value if you listen to this. Like, I want you to get something out of it, which is why I'm telling you to practice. Practice your stuff. Practice, practice, practice. Do something. Do it, and maybe just, like, for you and maybe just, like, for me, maybe things will pan out. Alright, I've talked enough now. Good podcast, y'all, and I hope everyone has a beautiful day, and again, much love to all.